Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
Fiona.
hours.
Nervous laughter.
Mhm.
So we are actually recording on Halloween,
Mhm.
and we we love this time of year, but not for the reasons that most people.
Right. Not for the Halloween theme necessarily.
Yeah. I mean, the veil is thin is what they say,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Um because there's Halloween, there's All Souls Day, All Saints Day.
Mhm.
Um but it is a season in astrology that I personally love.
You would as a Scorpio rising.
Yeah,
Scorpio season.
Scorpio season, but there's some juicy bit to Scorpio
Oh, yeah.
season, and I kind of thought maybe we should talk about Scorpio season, like the how to work with it,
Mhm.
and to what do you want to glean at, like we have the calendar seasons, we are in fall,
Mhm.
we're moving into the darker part of the year, daylight savings or the clock's falling back, whatever is happening.
Mhm.
And so it's that time of slowing down, but at the same time, we're stepping into the holiday season, which ramps everybody up, and you get this.
Mhm. Imbalance of energy sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you don't even enjoy the beauty that is Scorpio season.
Mhm.
No, it's not just the dark and twisty.
No, but it is.
But it's the rebirth,
Yeah.
the renewal,
Mhm.
the rest.
Yes.
Rest.
I feel like that's the piece that gets overlooked so much
Yeah.
because of the holiday season, because of the time of the year.
Yeah.
But naturally, the cycles, that's what happens. You go to the darkness to retreat, to rest, to recharge. Look at the bears to hibernate.
Right. Right. Says the introvert.
Yeah, that's what I love. I love winter.
Goodness. Okay. So thinking about Scorpio season,
Mhm.
thinking about Halloween, thinking about All Souls,
Yeah.
right? Where do you want to take this conversation?
So, one of the reasons we were talking about it, or we wanted to talk about it, was because of the veil being thin, the energy
Mm,
being so easy to access if you know how to work with it, how to use it.
yeah.
Divination
Right.
right now is on fire.
Yeah.
Messages, connecting to the souls, connecting to the unseen.
Hmm.
Like, this is the perfect time of year to do that. We just taught a Claire's class. Was it last week, the week before?
Hmm.
And the reason we taught it then was because right now is the time to try and access
Yeah.
some of that energy, some of those gifts. Because
Right.
everybody has gifts, everybody has intuition.
Yep.
We just don't always know how to tap into it. So,
Well, and some of it I think is, taboo, or you're told that can't possibly be true. Like you can't possibly do that, know that, see that, all that kind of stuff. And it's this is a time where you can really get affirmed
mhm,
in those abilities coming forward because it's easier
mhm.
because of the veil being thin.
Yeah, yeah.
And what does that mean
When the veil is thin.
when the veil is thin? Yeah.
It's pretty much when there's not as much energetic pushback in the energy field. So when we look at summer versus like winter.
Yeah.
So summer is full of light. It's the sun. It's shining. It's radiant.
Hmm.
It's a lot of big outward energy, activity. Mars energy. We look at that motivation, action, just in your
Hmm.
face. But as we go into the darker months, into that Scorpio season, it's getting darker. It's more ruled by the feminine, the
Yeah.
divine energy, that
Right.
intuitive space.
Hmm.
We have less of that light, so we're relying more on our intuitive senses
Yep.
versus our physical senses.
Right. And this is where the shadow work shows up because there are more shadows with less light.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a place that makes people uncomfortable in doing their self discovery work,
Mhm.
right? So, this is also the time where we distract ourselves with the holidays, with the busyness of the festivities, the family, the frenzy that happens. All the traditions have holidays
Yeah.
right around November, December,
Mhm.
right? So it's interesting that that happens in the calendar because it is a distraction
Mhm.
from the internal work that can take you closer to your true self, your authentic self, working in the gifts of divination, the spirit realm,
Yeah.
the the things that people call woo woo,
Yeah.
you know,
The unseen.
the unseen. So Scorpio season.
Yeah. So Scorpio rules that dark place, the shadowy place,
Yeah.
the place that people don't like to look at. Um, it always makes me laugh that Scorpios get a bad rap because they're intense, but that's the work. That's their work. That's the looking in the shadows. It's they want to talk about the stuff that people don't generally bring out into the open. They want to dig and push those buttons to bring
Yeah.
stuff to light,
Sure.
to unearth it. But
Yep.
it's not in a way, it's not because Scorpios are mean or anything like that. It's because they just see the potential of things that other people don't. They want to bring that up to the surface.
What?
Yeah. And that's intense and that's hard.
So dramatic Scorpio placements, like,
Mhm.
yes, you revealed that I am a Scorpio ascendant, right?
Yeah.
Which I love. So to our listeners who don't understand what a ascendant is,
Mhm.
what is it?
So that's the rising sign. So you have your three main points in your birth chart. Sun is your traditional zodiac sign,
Mhm.
your outward personality, your shining. Your rising sign is your inward soul personality. It was the sign that was coming over the horizon as you were born. So it's like imprinted on you.
Mhm.
And then you have your moon, which is your subconscious. But yeah, so your Scorpio ascendant, that's your soul gifts
Right.
are in that Scorpio.
So my soul is dark and twisty is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yep.
Nervous laughter. If you
Yes.
heard our last episode,
Yeah.
then you know what it means when Elaine delivers the tough stuff. She
Mhm.
laughs with a nervousness to it.
I'm a Scorpio wannabe. I'm like a not even a half a degree away from being a Scorpio rising.
Okay. Okay. That is you're a Scorpio rising in the closet is
Yeah,
what
pretty
you are.
much. Yeah.
You know, a half a degree.
Yeah.
Um yeah. Yeah, because I call some people Capricorn light.
Yeah.
The December Capricorns,
Capricorn like.
they're Capricorn light, but and I have family that are Capricorn light. But excuse me, the Scorpio aspect, you know, it is that challenge place. Like as a Capricorn, I challenge directly in certain things,
Mhm.
right? There is that authority kind of
Mhm.
aspect, the stubborn kind of aspect of the Capricorn, and that would be my sun sign. But the Scorpio side of things, if if you see it as a Scorpio rising or as a Scorpio, you can't unsee it.
Mhm.
And so wanting to bring light to it and explain it or help somebody in their challenge is really at the heart of it.
Mhm.
Um, it doesn't always come across that way
Yeah.
because it's obvious.
Mhm.
So doing the dark and twisty work of the Scorpio that we're talking about, the veil being thin, the introspection,
Mhm.
you know, what what does that mean as far as how do you do introspective work? For me, um, meditating, I'm journaling, I'm doing art, I'm working with my crystal friends,
Mhm.
I'm out in nature, and I'm looking at the things that are a challenge. I'm calling myself to task on the things that come into question when I'm out in the world. Like, was I really being a little too much the other night, or was I not so much?
Mhm.
Like, I mean,
But that's part of the shadow work. It's looking at the triggers
yeah,
because everything that triggers you is a mirror.
right.
So when you get triggered by someone, something going on, that's the shadow work. That's the Scorpio work. You got to
Yeah.
stop. You got to think, where is that heading? Why
Yeah.
is that heading?
Yeah.
And Scorpios can read that so fast in other people. Like you can't lie to Scorpio energy.
Mhm.
And I
Oh,
think
but
that's the,
people try.
yeah,
They
that's the
try.
friction. That's the tough place.
Yeah, they try.
hmm But doing that work for yourself is, I want to say, easier during this time. It's more accessible, but you have to want to look at those shadows. You have to want to grow from them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's also where the healing the ego work comes in,
hmm
because owning those aspects of yourself,
Yeah.
you know, we operate from a teaching style through the Reiki classes and through our self development, through our own work that we've done, where we don't think that you you're supposed to get rid of your ego or make
hmm
it heal like a good dog.
Yeah.
Um, you want to heal it. You want to heal the trauma that's made you question the things that you question.
hmm
Uh, Heal that self-esteem place that has you always second guessing people, right?
hmm
Um, so in this time where the work is easier, um, it, it can be quicker, I think.
yeah.
It There's something that wants to come forward that I don't
Yeah.
necessarily have it right
It's
here.
it's because you're not fighting the shadows. You're already in
Yeah,
the shadows.
yeah.
So the deeper you go, the higher you go, you know, as
Mhm.
above, so below.
Yeah,
So we were talking about, summer, the sun shining bright. You don't want to go in that dark and twisty energy. You want to be happy and joyous and on a on a collective level.
yeah.
But right now,
Mhm.
we're in that Halloween season. If you look at it that way,
Yeah,
it's more acceptable right now
right.
to be in that energy, to be in that witchy energy, to be in that, you know, that dark.
Yeah. Okay, so let's help some people now that we've, you know, given them the trick there.
Yeah.
What's the treat of the benefit of the shadow work, the Scorpio season?
So for me, you can access higher planes of energy, higher vibration, because
Okay.
you're healing those shadows. You're looking into the stuff that's inside of us,
Mhm.
because it's inside of all of us.
Yeah.
Um, and the more you kind of shed some of that, the higher your vibration gets,
Mhm.
the more you ascend to the next level.
So how does Reiki come into this? Cuz like we talk about using Reiki every day. How do you use Reiki differently in Scorpio season?
I guess maybe, yeah, if I think about it that way. I definitely find myself in meditation with Reiki, healing more of that shadow work
Mhm.
stuff, especially like coming off the eclipses.
Yeah.
We're already in that shadow. That, like, to me, sets off the tone.
Yeah.
for-
Yeah.
you got the eclipses making you
Mhm.
go deep, and then you got Scorpio season making you go deep. So I think, yeah, it's just a linear. But
And
yeah,
then there's some other stuff that's coming up towards the end of November that you gave a precursor to.
when I was, yeah, talking your astrology with you.
Yeah.
So what was it? The 20th, November 20th, we have a new moon in Scorpio plus a Kazemi. So a Kazemi is when a planet and the sun meet up,
Yeah.
which, like,
Magic.
yep, energy on steroids. So we have Mercury and the sun meeting up, but the moon is going to be there too since it's the new moon. So all of them, the moon, the sun, and Mercury are all going to be together at the same degree in Scorpio.
So what's coming into my head right now, because, I have a really good astrologer, um, is speaking your truth from that inner place, from that Scorpio energy of what is really true for you, because Mercury is a planet of communication.
Mhm.
You've got the moon there, so you're dealing with your emotional aspect,
Yeah.
and the sun is there, so it is that illumination time, and the sun is about the self.
Mhm.
So you now and taking that nervous laughter here,
Yeah.
insert right there, that is the week before Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So here's your caution about this
Mhm.
is get real with all those things that you think you want to say in those family
Mhm.
aspects, because that is really your work to do, not Aunt Susie's or Uncle Henry's. And I'm trying to use names that are not in my family
So
so
you don't
that
call anybody out.
so I'm not calling anybody out. But those are your lessons. And so if I'm looking at, Uncle Harry, Aunt Sally, I don't know, I'm making up names. If I'm looking at them, where is that a reflection in me? If I'm preparing myself to see a family member, that work is internal. And that's where the Scorpio truth teller is going to tell you it's not about them,
Mhm.
it's about you. And if you have a problem with somebody, 95%, I'll give you a little bit that says it's about them.
Yeah.
Most of it is about you and some lesson that you need to learn here in this incarnation.
Mhm.
And so that's where I get into trouble pointing those things out to people because I see it. I'm working on my presentation skills on that one a little bit
Your
to
personal communication skills.
ask if they want to know before I drop the bomb on them.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, this is a really good time to look at those things of what you mentioned it before, what your trigger is.
Mhm.
If you're being triggered, why am I being triggered?
Mhm.
What is this about? And because the veil is so thin, the other place that you can explore is the past life idea.
Yep.
So is this something old? Like sometimes I have a feeling about something and it is not in this lifetime.
Mhm.
I am not, because of my constitution, as far as my astrology, I am definitely of this plane. So me delving off into those past lives is not something that I do on a regular basis.
Mhm.
That is just, it's not my makeup.
Yeah.
However, there are things that show up that are lessons that are karmic.
Yeah.
And I don't know from whence they came, but they need to be healed.
Yeah.
So that could be something else. This is a good time to heal that old stuff,
Mhm.
to heal the family stuff, to heal the lineage stuff.
Yeah.
There's that word again.
Yeah.
To move things forward.
Mhm.
Yeah. What else you got for Scorpio season?
I think we failed to mention it's also going to be Mercury retrograde.
Oh, well,
So when that Mercury hits that new moon, we're going backwards. We're just like you said, that we're revisiting, we're
yeah,
relooking at what we want, we
right.
don't want, what we want to leave in the shadowy period,
Hmm.
because this is a good time to do that too.
Yep.
We don't have to take everything with us. Um, just because we heal it doesn't mean that we still have to carry it around as baggage.
Right.
We can heal it and leave it,
Uh-huh.
especially with Reiki. You brought up Reiki earlier. That's what Reiki is really good at, is helping us to heal and leave, not
Yeah.
heal and continue to drag it with us.
Right. Yeah. There was something that came in as you were, where'd it go? Oh, Mercury
Mhm.
retrograde. Now,
Mhm.
we both like
Yeah.
we both like Mercury retrograde. We are not of the mind that it's doom and gloom and
No, quite the opposite.
yeah. Yeah. So I actually look forward to it when everybody else is
Yeah.
kvetching.
Mhm.
That's a nice way to say it. Um, I am grateful because it's just and that's that dark and twisty side of
Mhm.
me again. I just like to look inward. I am a task oriented person, and you know, Mercury retrograde gives you that list of tasks
Yeah.
to look at.
Yeah.
You
If you
know,
follow the energy, it highlights them all for you.
big
Yeah.
light, big light.
Oh, wait, you wanted to work on this? Okay, let's bring it up tenfold. Blow
Yeah,
that up.
yeah.
Put that
Because
on the projector.
in case you didn't see the lesson,
Yeah.
I'm going to frustrate you by the car not starting. I'm going to frustrate you with computer problems. I'm going to frustrate you with communication issues with
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
cell phones go crazy.
Mhm.
Sometimes they break during
Yeah.
Mercury retrograde, and people blame Mercury for it.
Mm.
No.
That's the inner work. Who were you calling that maybe you shouldn't have been calling? Was that ex coming back? That's a
Oh,
big thing
yeah.
during Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
Were you
Yes.
sending a text that wasn't in alignment with your
Mhm.
energy or where it should be? You got to look
Right.
at those things.
Well, so because Mercury is communication,
Mhm.
anytime working with Mercury is a great way to deal with how to say things, when to say things, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
During a retrograde, it's a great time to have those conversations to yourself, meaning step outside where nobody's listening and speak it to the trees.
Yeah.
Journal it and then burn it.
Mhm.
Like, you don't necessarily want to leave the evidence around of the terrible things you might have been saying about Aunt Sally. But that conversation might need to be said in a way for you, not necessarily for Aunt Sally. So
Mhm.
if you write it down and then burn it, there you go. If you go talk to Aunt Sally out in the trees, eventually her portion of that communication is going to filter down through that energetic connection.
Yeah.
And she might come up to you at Thanksgiving dinner and say, Elaine, I am so sorry about that thing that happened 3 years ago.
Mhm.
And you'll be dumbfounded that she brought it up,
Yep.
but it gets healed
Yeah.
because you dealt with it
Mhm.
in a way that doesn't bring harm
Mm.
to someone else. And see, that's the other thing around communication is that you need to look at, is this really necessary for all parties involved? Or am I just posturing? Am I just pushing my opinion? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
I think that's where Mercury really
Yeah.
comes to assistance
Mhm.
because there are a lot of lessons in that communication style.
Oh, yeah.
So, and for those people who don't speak up,
Mhm.
who, in human design, there are a lot of people who don't have the throat center activated. So, in these times where Mercury is working Mercury magic,
Yeah.
I think there are opportunities for their voices to be heard.
Mhm. Yeah, I like that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, Scorpio season.
Mhm. Fun stuff. I like it.
I do too. I do too. Well, is there anything else we want to add here, or does that feel complete?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Well, until next time, then.
Until next time.